Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm a third year and I'm serving as the president of APAMSA this year.
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm one of the vice presidents of APAMSA.
Hi guys, I'm Jenny. I'm a third year medical student. I'm the co-vice president of APAMSA.
Hi, my name is Nikki. I'm a second year med student at Duke.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina. I'm one of the MS1s with APAMSA.
Hi everyone, my name is Somil Chudgar. I am an internal medicine faculty member here at Duke. I've been at Duke since 2001 when I came from medical school and then residency and then joined the faculty in 2008.
APAMSA stands for the Asian Pacific American Medical Student Association. The Duke chapter of the National APAMSA is a student-run organization dedicated to learning about, promoting awareness of, and improving Asian Pacific Islander American health issues.
Some of the events that APAMSA puts on when there is not a public health pandemic include faculty meet and greet, an Asian Women in Medicine discussion night, a Lunar New Year celebration where we invite all of the medical students as well as some other health profession students and faculty. We also partner with the undergrads on campus. Sometimes this past year we did a screening of the farewell and a discussion afterwards. In the community we put on a health fair every year normally and also take part in some bone marrow registry drives. And when the situation arises, we are often proactive with our discussions, such as a couple of years ago you may have heard about the racially driven comments in the Duke Biostats department. We had a discussion on identity and inclusivity after that occurred. And then we had been putting it together a coronavirus panel, which will now be postponed and or virtualized. So those are just a sampling of some of the events we've done.
So coming to Duke after living in Shanghai was definitely a really big transition, and it was also a really exciting one. Something that I felt really lucky was to have a lot of friends and a lot of peers who were all really interested in how much identity played a role in how we wanted to practice medicine, and how much our conversations were really based on health disparities, minorities, immigrant health. And so those were topics that I really cared about and I'm really passionate about, and seeing that reflected in a lot of my peers was something that I found really exciting.
So some of the big reasons why I choose Duke Med were number one, the people on my interview day, and at second look, I thought everyone was really nice and welcoming and just seemed really happy to be here. To the curriculum, I think the research year, the way that school is run here is really unique and sets you up for a good future applying to residency in any field. And in terms of location, I'd grown up in the Midwest, spent college years on the East Coast, and never had been in the South before. And so I was sort of interested in using med school as a time to explore another part of the country and living in another part of the country. And then lastly, for me personally at least, financial aid at Duke was much more generous than the other institutions I was considering, and so that also played a role in the end.
Mainly, the big factor for me was that on my interview day and from everyone that I've met, I really felt that people here were happy and people here really enjoyed the community and seemed like they had a good work-life balance and they had a lot of support. And I felt that both from the students and the faculty and the administration, everyone just seemed like they really were happy with what they were doing and happy with where they were. And that was something that was really important to me when I was deciding in med school. And since I've been here, I've totally felt the same way. I felt like there's a community of people who really are here to support you and understand what you're going through and are ready to help you in any way that you need.
Fun fact about me, I'm a big fan of hiking, and I'm here right now at Eno River State Park, which is a great state park about 10 minutes from Duke. Has some great trails and this really pretty river, which you can see behind me, which makes for a great time for stress relief.
So coming from Las Vegas and from the West Coast, I think there's definitely less Asian Americans here in the surrounding area, but I do think that being in APAMSA and being able to talk to some of the faculty and some of the other students that are Asian American at Duke. I have found a really supportive community here. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend coming to Duke, and I'm really happy with my decision.
I think one of my most exciting days in the OR was being able to scrub in with Dr. Shelley Huang, who is not only a world-renowned breast surgeon, but also was really down to earth about what it means to be a female surgeon, and also some of the challenges, but also some of the rewards of doing so. And so I think it was such a great opportunity to not only work with someone who is so incredibly famous and so incredibly skilled, but also so empathetic for both her patients and for the students that were there.
So as a third year, I can think back on, for example, first year really bonding through APAMSA with the community, enjoying group dinners and socials and Lunar New Year, and also doing the health fair and connecting with people out in the community, getting on the Asian Focus WeChat for Durham and the Triangle area and seeing a lot of posts there. Second year in the wards and in clinics, I didn't see that many Asian patients. They tend to be in Cary, which is a 20-minute drive from Durham. But when I did see people, for example, who spoke Mandarin, it was kind of nice to be able to communicate with them in Mandarin and build some extra rapport. And I feel very lucky to have had that opportunity. And now in third year, I'm actually doing a master's at the Divinity School, focused a lot on Asian American theology and mental health, shame, and stigma, particularly among Chinese Americans. And so, yeah, it's been a really, really unique time for me to explore my own identity and how it intersects with history, politics, the way we think of medicine, the way we think of mental health, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel really, really lucky. No Chinese Siri.
So coming from Wisconsin, I didn't have like a very big Asian community presence, like some of my fellow classmates from California or something like that. But even so, I was always really involved in the Asian community. My parents taught me how to speak and read pretty fluently, and I did a lot of Asian dance, and I like led our Asian dance team for a lot of years. And so it's just something that's been like a pretty big part of my identity. And I think coming here, like the beginning of MS1 year was pretty hard for me to transition, I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, just so much chaos with school and finding new friends and learning a new city. It's really comforting to know that you have this group to rely on, and like within the group you know that you have people who are your friends, even if you haven't really gotten to know them yet. For example, in the beginning of the year, I met one of my team-based learning classmates, Lizzie Zhao, who is absolutely amazing. If you ever get the chance to know her, please do. She's phenomenal. And I think we clicked so fast, like because we had this like deeper APAMSA bond with us.
Another thing we were really excited about with APAMSA is our mentorship program and partnering our medical students with some of the really great faculty at Duke. Our faculty advisor is Dr. Yi, who is not only a really awesome emergency room doctor, but also head of admissions and is super passionate about Asian American advocacy and is so supportive of us with all of the crazy ideas that we have about really bringing some of these issues to light.
I really enjoy my experience with APAMSA and working with the medical students. It's been a great chance for me to get to know the students more personally and get to meet a group of people who have similar concerns as I do. So again, I welcome any questions that you have about Duke. I hope to see you here in August. Have a great day.